Hi everyone, I did not do an intro to this video, but today I'm doing a very bright spring look. So if you want to see it, keep watching. And I did my eyebrows off camera, so I'm starting off with the eyeshadow, and I'm taking my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm taking the very bright orange shade with my Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm applying this to the inner corner part, like I forgot what it's called. I'm going to apply it to that section, and this look took a lot of blending, so you have to be patient. And now I'm taking the bright pink shade from the palette and taking this Real Techniques brush, and I am just blending that in with the orange to give it a gradient effect. I'm also winging it out I'm winging it out pretty far. And now I'm taking the purple shades. I mixed two of them with my Morphe brush, and I'm applying that also. So where the pink starts, I'm putting that into my crease, and I'm not bringing it to the orange. And then I'm winging that out, and then I'm like I don't know how to explain this, but I'm kind of like dragging it to make like a wing type of thing. So like I'm putting it in my crease and I'm like pulling it in, if that makes any sense at all. But this one took a lot of blending because it wasn't as bright as I wanted it to be. So you just have to be patient with it. And then I'm taking my other Wet n Wild brush, and I'm taking the dark blue from the palette. And at first I applied this too close to the purple. I'm applying this a little bit below the purple, and I'm doing the same thing. And now I'm adding a little bit more purple because I lost it. And I'm applying more blue and packing it on, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of like pulling it inwards to create like a sharp type of line and make it all blend in together, if that makes any sense. But I just keep doing that till I get to what I want. And then I went back in with a little bit more purple, and then I had a lot of fallout, so I obviously cleaned that up and gave it a really sharp line. And this is what it looks like. And I'm cutting my crease with the e.l.f. concealer. And then for my lid shade, I'm taking the Morphe, no, just kidding, sorry, the ColourPop Dream Street palette. I'm taking the lighter blue and the darker blue. They are called Kaleidoscope and Mermaid Boy. And I applied those to my crease area, like where I cut my crease. And then for the inner corner, I'm applying the yellow shades from the palette. So like the yellow bright shade and the yellow like other one. And then I did the other eye off camera. And this one I kind of messed up because I should have done like the yellow afterwards, but it's fine. And then to get on my face for primer, I'm using the Becca Backlight Prime Filter and also the NYX Honeydew Me Up Primer. I just really wanted like a glowy look to my skin. So I just really blended these two products in. And my skin was very glowy and dewy. If you want a really dewy like face, the Becca one's great, and then it's actually a deal for 21 Days of Beauty, so snatch that. This is what it looks like. And then for my foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Wear, I think that's what it's called. No, 24-hour fresh wear. And this is in the shades 400. And my camera cut off, so I didn't get me actually applying it at first. But I'm just taking my beauty sponge from Morphe, and I'm just applying this all over my skin. All over, and I'm also blending it down to my neck, obviously. As you can see, I'm just applying it down my neck. And for concealer, I'm using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Fair Warm. I love this concealer. And I only did like one eye. Like I only applied it under my eyes at first because it does dry pretty fast. It takes me a minute to blend out concealer because I want to make sure I don't ruin my eyeshadow and stuff. But I'm blending that out, and as you can see, I'm sharpening up that line with my eyeshadow and just make sure it's very sharp. And as you can see, it's just way better if you apply like the yellow after you're done with your foundation and stuff. Because I kind of messed up on that part, but it still turned out good, in my opinion. I'm just blending that out, and I got a little bit, so a little bit concealer, so I just added some more of that. And then afterwards, I applied the rest. So my chin, my lip, the crevices of my nose, my bridge of my nose, and my forehead. And now I'm just blending those out. And this concealer is very brightening and very white, so I love it. And for powder, I'm using the Airspun loose powder, and I'm just setting my face. So I set my under eyes, my nose, my lip, and my mouth with the pressed, like the loose powder, as you can see. And then for the rest of my face, I used the Rimmel pressed powder, and I just applied that to the rest of my face, like my cheeks, my forehead, and my neck. And then for my under eye, I'm taking that orange shade and kind of connecting it to the yellow. And at this moment, I thought I messed it up because I wasn't liking how it looked, like me connecting it to the yellow. But after a while, I ended up liking it. And then it just makes like it more winged out, like a drag kind of makeup. And then I applied the pink and the purple off camera because I forgot to record that part. And then for bronzer, I'm using the Becca Sunlit Bronzer. And the Sunlit Bronzer is in the shade Bali Sands. And I applied a lot of this because it is pretty light. So I just kept building it up to where I wanted it to be. This bronzer is very nice. And I just kept applying that all over to give me like a bronzed look, obviously. And then for blush, I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I'm like throwing it back. I haven't used this blush in forever, but I'm starting to use more peachy, more bright blushes because it is spring now, almost summer, so yeah. And I'm just applying that to my cheeks, and then I also contoured my nose before I went in with blush on my nose. So the same bronzer, and then I went in with the blush on my nose. I love that look. And then I carved out my cheekbones with the same loose powder from Airspun, just to give it a sharp line. I also did it to my nose. And then for highlighter, I went in with the highlighter from Becca. This is the, oh, I forgot what it's called, but it's the white tone highlighter. It's the lightest one. It is called Pearl, and I applied this to my cheekbones, my lip, my nose, above my eyebrows, my cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and then I applied a little bit to the inner corner where the yellow is. It just made it pop more. And I also applied it a little bit above my brow bone. Kind of regret that because it didn't even fit there. And then I brushed away the powder that was left on my face from baking. And then for lips, I used the Too Faced Naked Dolly lipstick. This is a very nice nude, and it already has like a glossy effect to it, which is nice, so I wouldn't have to apply a gloss on top if I just wanted to wear this. But then I went in with the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Ludwig over top, just to make it not as pinky nude as that one was. Like I wanted more of a neutral nude. Went in with a little bit of that, but I didn't want it to be a liquid lip, so I went in with the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquers. These are really sticky still in my opinion. This is in Tease, and I just applied a little bit of this just to give it a little bit more glossy effect to make it a little bit more nude. And then I also wanted to add a little bit more to my inner corner, so I went in with this Too Faced glitter. This is their pure gold one, and it just made the inner corner pop just a little bit more. And then for mascara, I used the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I haven't used this one in a fat minute. And I just applied this to my lashes. And for setting spray, I'm using my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I love this setting spray, and that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Love you.